Hi everyone, welcome into this week's My Weekly CBS Fix. I'd like to dedicate this video to two Raje students who got married 2 weeks ago, Igor Klurfeld and Tatiana Feldman, or Tatiana Klurfeld now. May Hashem allow you to build another beautiful home amongst the Jewish people and have instant success, God willing. In this week's Parsha, Parshas Shemini, the Torah tells us about the different birds and animals that are kosher and not kosher. And one of those birds is called the Chasidah bird. And Chasidah comes from the word chesed. Chesed means kindness. And why is this bird given this title? And the bird is given this title, the kindness bird, or the bird of kindness, because this bird does kindness with its other birds that it knows. So the question is, if the bird does kindness with other birds, maybe brings it food, helps it with a nest, it recognizes other birds that it knows and does kindness for them. So the question is then, why is this bird actually one of the birds that is forbidden for us to eat? You are what you eat. This is a bird of kindness. So there's two explanations that are given. One is that it gives birds to other birds that it knows, but it does not do acts of kindness to its own family. And as Raje explains to us, and another explanation is given that it does kindness to the ones that it knows, but it does not do kindness to the ones that it does not know. And therefore, it is a bird that is forbidden. Now, what does that mean? That means is that when somebody wants to do a kindness, it's not necessarily for the recipient. It's really for yourself. So what we're learning over here is really two things. When you do a kindness, first of all, the approach to kindness should be to be kind to everybody. It doesn't just have to be to the people that you know. And when we talk about the great Balei Chesed, the great people that did acts of kindness, for example, Abraham, our forefather, he didn't do acts of kindness to only people that he knew. To quite the contrary, he used to call in people from off the street and ask them, did they need anything? Are they lacking anything? He would fulfill them. He would help them and allow them to be able to go on their way. And he wouldn't only give them actual physical food or physical money, he would actually give them spiritual food and spiritual money as well, and give them different things to sustain their entire life. And who were they to him? Not children, not neighbors, not necessarily good friends, complete and total strangers. This bird is not a kosher bird because it only does kindness to those that it knew. The second idea that I already mentioned before is that the point of doing the kindness is not for the recipient, which means if we view it as that it's for the recipient, so the ones that I know, I'll give to them. The ones that I don't know, why should I don't know them? I'm not benefacting them because I don't know them. And the answer is it's not for them. It's really for you. If you are doing kindness because you want to become somebody that does acts of kindness, and that's your entire being, to you it doesn't matter who you are doing the kindness for. You want to do kindness because that's just what's in your DNA. You've made it your DNA that you just want to help. And you don't want it shouldn't matter to you who is actually the beneficiary of your kindness. Now certainly there are times that if a family member is in need and a complete stranger is in need, then certainly the obligation of the benefactor is to give to the one that is a close family member. Those person's needs comes first. But if everything is even, everything is equal, if you really want to know, if you really think about somebody who's a kind person, try to find out if they treat non-family members or non-friends in the same way because it's just coming from the heart. They just want to be good. And a kosher bird would only be one that would not differentiate. It would not matter exactly who was the recipient of that kindness. And therefore, the Chasidah bird is not considered a kosher bird. Have a great Shabbos. Thank you for listening.